Have y'all ever had a relationship fail because of the type of content that your boyfriend was watching? I just saw this girl, and I'm gonna tag her below, and she was talking about how she lost her boyfriend to red pill content. Well, I basically lost my boyfriend to manosphere content. And that was the beginning of the end.
Whoa, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that this woman lost her man because of Kevin Samuels content? Now here's my question. Did she really lose her man over Kevin Samuels content? Or is it what was revealed to men in Kevin Samuels content? Comment your thoughts under this video. Now, we're definitely going to get back into this video. Most importantly, we're going to have this conversation because for some reason, women think that relationships are ending because of male content creators. My question is this actually really the reason? Let's have this conversation. Before we do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel because I'm posting daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
Talking about how she lost her boyfriend to red pill content. Well, I basically lost my boyfriend to manosphere content. And that was
Oh, Lord have mercy.
content. And that was the beginning of the end. I didn't know it though. One day I came home. I was in my vanity room. Okay, I have a room just for myself with my clothes and my makeup. In that room,
Red flag. This woman has a vanity room, not a fitness room. This is going to get very interesting. So let me start off by saying, do you think she's going to tell you the truth about why her relationship ended? Or is she going to tell you how she feels? Or is she going to lie?
so I ended up cheating on the guy that I was doing 50-50 with. Now y'all gonna judge me, but I'm gonna need y'all to listen, okay? Just let me explain myself. Yes, I'm a cheater, but I did not sleep with nobody. Emotional cheating is obviously still cheating. That's what I did, okay? That's what I did. Let me tell y'all what led up to this though, okay? Before y'all judge me and burn me at the stake. When I tell you that I was doing more than 50, like majority of the time, I really mean that. Like, I'm not a person who's over dramatic, nothing like that. Like,
Let's see. Let's continue.
I have a TV. One day, my ex, he comes in my room where I'm decompressing, mind you. And he goes on my TV and he says, baby, I want you to watch this creator with me. Okay. And I said, oh, okay. Because at this point, me and him has been together for about a good 3 years. So I feel like when he was suggesting content to me, it's because he thought that I also might enjoy it. So I said, oh, okay. What type of content does he make? And he says, well, he comes on his platform and he invites women on there and he basically argues with them. And I y'all not. The first question that came out of my mouth after he said that was, is he gay? Because
Why are the gay men not offended by this? Like, I understand why straight men are offended, but why are gay men not offended by this? The women that I've dated and are currently dating, when they bring up gay men as their friends, what I never hear them talk about is arguing. I always hear, oh, he's fun. Oh, we have so much in common. Oh, yeah, this and oh my gosh, yes, and he's so good. And oh my gosh, he just knows. And I'm like, oh yeah, I get the male's perspective. Let's continue.
in my mind, I don't know an actual real man who goes out about his way to argue with a woman just to tell her about herself. Because in my reality, okay, that don't happen, right? I didn't grow up with men who were around me that did that type of and the ones that did do that type of they were gay. So that's why I asked that question. He starts to laugh and he's like, nah, he's not gay. It's just that he likes to debate. He likes to go back and forth with the women and tell them how they're wrong. And I was like, okay, just go ahead and put it on. This motherfucker gonna put on Kevin Samuels. Mind you, I did not know who the hell he was at that point. And most people didn't know who he was at that point because he didn't blow up yet. He puts him on. And mind you, I'm just listening because I'm not watching. I'm taking off my makeup. I'm hearing the content. I'm just like, I look at my ex at one point. I'm just like, can you take him off my TV, please? So my ex just starts to laugh and he's like, oh, well, you don't like him? I'm like, hell no, I don't like him. And then I start to like question him, like, why the would I like him? So fast forward, me and my ex get into an argument. So we get into this fight, and basically he asked me why I wouldn't do something, like, or why I wasn't like taking him serious or paying attention to him about some he was trying to say. I can't really remember, but I told him I cannot take you seriously because you don't pay any of my bills. That's why I'm not taking that you're saying seriously. This gonna say this is why women end up alone. I say, what women do you know that are ending up alone? He was like,
I'm still single. I'm tired, Erica. You found your man. Don't hate. Let me live this. Let me vent. You're off the strip. I am still on it. I'm in the trenches, and it sucks. I'm sick of being independent. I hate paying for my Range Rover, my other car, my mortgage insurance, my freaking cell phone, computer, Wi-Fi. I am sick of it. I need some guy with bad health to jump on in and interrupt and say, let me take you off your shift. You've been working hard enough.
He was like, that's that I see when I'm watching those videos, because he started to watch just not only Kevin, but he was watching, you know, other influencers who had the same type of content. So I told him, this is where I had to break it down for him a little bit. I had to hurt his feelings. I didn't really want to do it, but I'm just like, you getting out of hand. Like, you really getting out of line.
First of all, she's lying. The tone that she's using, the words that she's using are highly disrespectful. Thinking that you could cuss out a man while trying to tell him something lets you know just how disrespectful she is. Now, when it comes to men content creators, I must speak specifically on a guy like Kevin Samuels. There are standards on both sides for men and women, but for whatever reason, women tend to leave out all of the standards that he has for men, because those didn't go viral. The only ones that went viral were the standards that he had for women. But here's a secret, ladies. All men judge you. All men rank you. Just like you rank men, men rank all women. All of them. Doesn't matter if you have a vanity room over a fitness room. But guess what? You're definitely being ranked. I don't see a group of men who see a group of women and say, you know what? I want the big one. The big one is all mine, right? That's rare. That's extremely rare if it happens. And guess what she's going to say? Oh, he's broke. Just like this one. Let's continue.
I was like, I don't know why someone like you is watching content from people like them. You, first of all, don't have the same money as them. You don't have the same lifestyle as them. You don't have the resources they have, and you don't have the platform they have. So why the is someone like you being influenced by someone like that? You, a grown-ass man, almost into his 30s, because at this point he was like 29, 28 or something like that. Almost into his 30s, you're listening to another grown man. You don't have your own ideology set. You don't have your own morals and values to follow. You're letting somebody else that don't even knows that you exist influence you. And you're a grown-ass man. You try to say you're a grown-ass man. That's fucking crazy. I didn't understand that. I really didn't. Because, yeah, social media is fun, but I cannot say I've ever been influenced by a fucking creator on here. Because...
Enough. All right, first of all, let's get right into it. Do you think she's telling you the truth, or do you think she's telling you how she feels? I'm going to jump off the porch and say she's lying to you. The reason why she lost her relationship is because she got comfortable. She has a vanity room over a fitness room. One thing that all men do that women, you should all be aware of, is the fact that men rank women. All of you. And the majority of men never rank a woman as a 10. So when women say that they're 10s, we look at that and say, okay, well, she clearly doesn't understand reality. She clearly doesn't know what we're looking at, or she clearly can't see. She's blind, meaning she knows that there is someone else who looks much better than her. She knows that if she was a 10, she would need no makeup, no lashes, no nose job. Right? She would know these things because a 10 means she's perfect. The reason I'm bringing this up is because when it came to Kevin Samuels' content, the reason why a lot of women got mad is because along the criteria that he gave for women to be with a high value man, a lot of women did not fit that criteria. Here's the criteria: fit, feminine, friendly, caring and something else, right? The majority of women fall off on fitness, including this woman. The reason she didn't like his content is because she knows when she hears a size 10, 14, 16, 20, she knows just how big that woman actually is. Now, the reason she's saying that is because she's comparing herself to that man, meaning, I don't want you brokey. I want a man that makes more. I want a man that's gonna pay my bills. Now, all of that would make even more sense if this woman was in shape. Now, here's another issue that women have when it comes to being feminine. A lot of women think that being masculine is what a man is attracted to. When men keep telling women, I like feminine women, not masculine women. Now, their masculinity is more so annoying. Right? It's not the type of masculinity that intimidates a man, because what women don't understand is the tone and her cuss words, right? Or emotion words. I call cuss words emotion words. Her emotion words towards that man, if it was two men speaking, there would be violence. But because she's a woman, she gets to get away with using certain words. And men also want a woman that's cooperative, meaning she is easy to get along with. She's agreeable. She's not combative. Did you hear that in this woman? Did you hear a woman who's not combative? All the cuss words that she used when she told you how she was speaking to her now ex-boyfriend, you can't see why this man was willing to leave her. Do you really think it was red pill content, or did he actually start to see a reality that he wasn't happy with? Did he start to see, you know what, I can do better than a woman like you? Her questioning his morals and his standards say a lot about him choosing her. Women who are bigger, they don't have the most confidence. Now, they may fake it, but they understand that the younger, slimmer woman gets more opportunities. They understand that the younger, slimmer, more in shape woman gets the majority of the men that they are looking at. In fact, the women who have lost a significant amount of weight are shocked and surprised at the guys that they now have approaching them. The same guys that wouldn't approach them when they were 400, 500, 600 pounds. Now, when they get themselves down to 150, 180, 140, now they're shocked and surprised at the men that they're actually getting an opportunity to be with. Right now, a lot of men are not offering commitment and relationships and marriage, but for this woman to say that she is not influenced by any other influencers is insane, because I'm listening to her. Some of the words and some of the phrases that she's using come from other women. Right now, when I say other women, we know what women content is about. If the man doesn't have money, leave him. If the man does not do everything you want him to do, leave him. That's usually what women's content centers around. It centers around leaving a man, having a whole bunch of sex, or leaving a man, right? Their story ends up going all the way back to toxic. The toxic ones are actually the women, because when they have a good guy, they turn him toxic by all the toxicity that they have within them or have built up based on other relationships, based on past relationships.
Fake money. He used to walk around with this stack of hundreds and told me he could buy me the world, and then he invited me to his house, and then I looked at the money and it said play money. So yeah, hype fish me. He told me he was 6'3", and then when I got there, me and him was the same height, and I'm 5'4", so either I'm lying or you're lying. But then I saw his brother, and his brother was actually 6'3", bald in their 20s. He had a hat on for every.
Nope. We're not letting her get away with that one. The play money, okay, I get it. Even though I don't get it, I get it. But the bald.
But your life does not. Oh my God.
Now, Kevin Samuels' standards towards men were even more harsh, meaning he expected men to work 16 hours a day. So you either working 2 jobs or you working 1 job all day and then coming home and working on your next project. Now, in my mind, I always said, if you do that, you will never have a woman. I don't care if I don't care what it is you do. That woman is going to cheat on you or she's going to leave, because in Kevin Samuels' mind, or how he projected things onto men, his standards towards men, you only come home to use the bathroom, to shower, and to sleep. Those are the only 3 reasons. Now, this makes sense when you think about a high value man, because a high value man does not have a lot of time. He has a lot of money, but he doesn't have a lot of time. If the man has a lot of time to spend with the woman, it's really accurate to say that he probably doesn't have a lot of money. So yes, she's going to end up paying bills because he has a lot of time to spend with her. Now, what red pill content usually reveals is information. Don't do what I did. Here are the mistakes I made. Here are the things that caught me up. I trusted a woman who had a high body count. This is what happened to me. I did this and this was the result. That's usually how men in the red pill actually go about it. Now, you have men who are in relationships and you have men who have dealt with relationships in different degrees. So everybody giving their opinion literally is just people giving their opinion or their dating strategy. For instance, if you've never been divorced, you don't know what that feels like. You never been through it. Just like if you don't have children, you don't understand what that feels like. For instance, damn, is this the best you can do? It hits different when the woman is overweight versus when she's beautiful. Damn, is this the best you can do? It hits different when you're looking at that woman and seeing if she's combative versus if she's cooperative, meaning she's agreeable, she's a joy to be around. Most women, they think that they're a joy to be around, but men can see right through it. Like, you know what? Ooh, wait, I do not want a woman who talks like that, because it's just going to end up in arguments, because women don't want to be held accountable. Ooh, that woman got children? Damn, you must like to share. Now, here's the thing. No man wants to share his woman. So if that woman has children with another man, he has to share her. Now, women may have a completely different way that they'll describe this to you, but a man understands, hold on, bitch. If you got to talk to this dude on the phone, here's the thing. I don't want you talking to another man on the phone. Right? Just like a woman does not want you talking to other women on the phone, right? That thing goes back and forth, but for some reason, women think that that's okay. Here's the thing. I'm a single father. I date single mothers. I understand that dynamic exists. All I'm saying to you is everybody has a different set of morals. Everybody has a different set of standards. For instance, I hear people compliment me on how young I look. And I'm like, well, please don't overlook the work that I'm putting in. Yes, God did bless me. I do have the height. I do have what the ladies love, right? I do have it. The one thing I don't have is all the money just yet, but I'm working on it. Here's the thing. I'm like, look, man, I run miles per week. Like, I run at least, since the summer started, I run at least 4 to, and this range is going to sound crazy because some weeks I run more than other weeks, but the most I've ran in a week was 12 miles. The least amount that I've ran so far has been 3 to 6, because every day that I do run, I try to run at least 3 miles. So when people compliment me, I'm like, well, don't overlook the work I'm putting in. Never mind, I'm a basketball trainer. Never mind that I'm actually doing the drills with the kids that I'm training because they need to see that I know what I'm talking about. Never mind all of that. Let's just go based on the work that I'm putting in on my own body. This is why I keep saying, listen, when it comes to fitness, I just went on a date with a woman who I thought was absolutely like stunning. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like, you are you look amazing. And when she told me how much weight she lost, I was like, damn, well, that was a good look for you. Like, you losing all that weight. I think she said she lost 100 to 200 pounds. I know that's a large range, but she just kept reiterating throughout the day of how big she actually was, which let me know that the way she viewed me was a man like me would never have looked at her, and she's correct. I'm not really into big women like that. Now, I'll be friends with you. I have no judgment. But as far as being in a relationship with you, I know we don't have the same set of standards. For instance, when it comes to eating, there's a lot of things that I've cut out my diet because I wanted to lose weight, because I wanted to make sure that I feel good when I'm on the basketball court or when I'm moving around or when I'm putting a woman through the mattress. I changed my diet around so that I can live a healthier life. This is why men create content. We're creating content because our goal, or my goal, is to help men understand, hey, you're not the only one. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Pay attention to what's going on. Don't just think because you got with the woman that she was a safe choice. Most men will look at this woman and say, you know what? No other man wants her, so she is a safe choice. Here's the messed up part. There is always a man that's out here starving. There is always a man who's looking to get a release. And guess what? When that woman comes around, he's gonna say, you know what? It's time for me to get a release. It's time for me to end this slump. I ain't had none in a minute, and I know she gonna give it to me, right? This is how men actually view bigger women. So again, it may sound like I'm getting on this woman for having a vanity room over having a fitness room, but here's the thing. If I said to ladies, hey, if you just choose to have a fitness room, the guy that you are able to get is going to be a better man. On top of that, you'll either keep your man or you'll level up, meaning you'll get a better man. You'll have a man who will potentially want to pay your bills, opposed to having to settle for a man who doesn't want to pay your bills. Here's the other thing. Just like a man decides that he doesn't want to work or doesn't want to get after it, women also decide, I don't want to work out and I'm going to continue to eat. The issue that I have when it comes to Kevin Samuels and women critiquing his content is I viewed him as a content creator who was actually looking to get women married. He was letting women know what men actually think. For instance, the majority of us men, when we watch the content, we looking at it and saying, man, first of all, she's nowhere near attractive enough to have a messed up personality. Ladies, this is what you get judged on. There's 4 things. The first thing is your looks. The next thing is your personality. After that is how you treat the man, the treatment. And then the 4th thing, and this is the last thing that a man judges you on. Again, I want to repeat, this is the last thing that a man judges you on, and that is what you bring to the table. That's what he judges you last on, not first. I know some men will ask that up front, but that's a mistake on their part. In fact, if a man is asking that, he may actually be looking for a woman who has accomplishments. Remember, women forget, or they don't understand that the dating process is an interview process. So I hear older women saying things like, well, I don't want to answer those questions because it sounds like interview questions, like I'm interviewing for a job. What do you think marriage is? What do you think duty in a marriage is? What do you think a relationship is? This woman just said she's not going to take her boyfriend serious because he doesn't pay her bills. Here's the thing. I just did a video on this woman, which I showed you guys earlier, but she just talked about how she cheated on the man, right? And it sounds like she had the same kind of men, or she's dealing with the same type of men, meaning every man that she deals with is a man that's not going to pay her bills, or that's going to go 50-50. Ladies, I have to keep telling you guys this. Everybody is broke. The majority of the people on this planet are broke. There's only, like, when people talk about the 10% of men that are actually, off this world and in a completely different stratosphere, I'll start to tell you that the men that women are looking for are men that represent a fraction, meaning if you have the opportunity to meet these guys, if you have the opportunity to be in their presence, you're gonna do what Cassie did. You're gonna do what Young Miami is doing or did. You're going to do what you hear these other women doing because you realize that there's not a lot of billionaires. This is why I continuously tell men to get your mind, your body, and your finances together. Get yourself together, reinvent yourself, adapt to dating. This is the reason I keep saying it. We have women who have been so influenced by social media that they don't realize that they have been influenced by social media influencers. Meaning there's a reason why everybody is putting their makeup on the same way, putting their lipstick on the same way, wearing lashes. There's a reason for it. All it took is for one popular woman to do it and every other woman to say, you know what, I can do that too. Instead of working out, let me put the makeup on. Instead of working out, let me put on a waist trainer and go to the gym and pretend like I'm working out. Let me go to the gym and take a picture in the gym as if I'm working out. Let me go to the gym and move around and act like I'm working out when I'm actually not. But with all that being said, I got a question for you. What do you think? Comment your thoughts under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.